And the president is advancing his proposal to reform the international trading system at the forum to make the global economy a more fair and sustainable environment. Here's One America's Kristian Rouz.
Where we're addressing chronic problems that have been ignored, tolerated, or enabled for decades.
President Trump departs the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, after reasserting his push to reform the global trading system as part of his America First agenda. During the discussions with top political leaders, investors and corporate CEOs Tuesday, the president expressed an optimistic view of the future trading relations with the EU. He says a comprehensive trade deal with the bloc is in the making.
The European Union we met with, as you know, and we had a very good talk, but if we're unable to make a deal, we will have to do something because we've been treated very badly as a country for many, many years on trade.
A highlight of Tuesday's talks in Davos, President Trump's meeting with EU President Ursula von der Leyen. The two had a tough yet positive discussion, focusing on car imports into the US, as well as other aspects of mutual trade, including the digital tax and food and agricultural products. As of 2018, America's trade deficit with the EU stood at $169 billion, and President Trump says this must change.
We need to put forward a program of work with Europe where we are joining forces as much as possible. That said, we do have irritants in the relationship.
The president says the EU must boost imports from the US to avoid a steep tariff on its cars, making the proposed trade deal very similar to that reached with China earlier this month. He also touted a separate trade accord with the post-Brexit UK. Back in 2018, America ran a trade surplus of $19 billion with Britain, which could increase going forward if the UK fails to reach its own free trade deal with the EU.
And we look forward to negotiating a tremendous new deal with the United Kingdom. Have a wonderful new Prime Minister who wants very much to make a deal, as they say.
Overall, the trilateral trade pact between the US, EU and Britain could bring the three parties closer and reduce the role and influence of China among advanced economies. In addition, the USMCA trade deal with Canada and Mexico is boosting America's bargaining power, as President Trump believes he can afford to take a hardline stance in EU talks.
The completion of the USMCA is really a very good news for investors. We can't reach the regional content for certain sectors, particularly in the automotive sector.
The majority of Davos Forum participants agree free trade deals can boost GDP growth worldwide amid mounting concerns of a global slowdown. The EU is now expected to debate America's latest proposals, while President Trump is shifting focus to the impeachment trial as he heads back to Washington. Kristian, Rouz, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.